Hey, what's up, guys? So this will be part 2 for what if Deku was betrayed and cheated on. So I ended this what if on Killua and Escanor explaining on how Izuku's gonna be trained for 4 weeks by Bon, or by Kin Kaneki, Killua Zoldyck, Escanor, the Lion Son of Pride, and Bon, the Fox Son of Greed. And yeah, let's get into what if. Fuck. Izuku waking up from his mindscape after finishing talking to everyone, just them explaining what they're gonna be training on. And they'll start every day when Izuku's asleep. Izuku wakes up in prison and does his daily routine. He brushes his teeth. He then goes outside his cell, takes a shower, and goes to the breakfast room, gets his breakfast, sits in the corner alone because he's not trying to get in a fight with anyone, because he don't trust anyone, so he's not even going to talk to anyone. Then they do roll, and then are sent back to their cells, and he just lives his normal prison day for the whole beginning of the day. Bakugo comes and talks to him, and yeah, so does Inko. Inko checks up on him once every week. Then Izuku goes to bed. Izuku goes to bed and wakes up in his mindscape. Izuku then saying, "Hey, everyone, you ready?" And they all get at it, and they train. This will be going on for 4 weeks. He spends 1 week brutally training with each person. And what I mean by brutally training is, I must say in the mindscape, a day is a year. So every day is basically a year going by in the mindscape. So Izuku's trained hell a lot with every single person in there. So yeah. And after the 4 weeks, Izuku has mastered every single person's powers. He has Bond's regeneration and Bond's power snatching. I'll call it power snatch. I forgot the name of it. It was something Hunt. Forgot the name of it. But yeah, he has Escanor's sunlight power. Because I want to say, Bond, I want to say, plot. Yeah, just plot. Escanor, since Escanor is basically the same way that the demons give their powers, same way for Escanor. Escanor has a gift, and so he just gives his gift or blessing to Izuku. Bond teaches Izuku how to use Hunt, and I must say Bond gives Izuku most of his blood, so he has regeneration. Ken Kaneki gives Izuku some organs and shit. And Killua just teaches him how to use Nin and puts him through all the assassin training and all that. So yeah, he has a mixed personality between all of them. So he is a jokative, laid back, unless it's time to get work done type of guy. He'll joke around with you, and he's really laid back. He don't really give a fuck unless there's a job that needs to be done. He gets the job needs to be done stuff from Escanor. He gets his joker from Bon, and then he gets his laid back from Kayla or from Ken Kaneki. And then he's gonna have a dark side whenever you piss him off, and he's gonna get that from Kahlua. And he also gets his joker from Kahlua. So yeah. Oh shit. So Izuku's gonna be spending one more week in there, and then they find proof that through watching the video over and over again, as Bakugo would do, trying to prove that his childhood friend is indeed innocent and indeed has no balls. And he finds where quote unquote Izuku starts dripping while walking away, and then about an hour or about 10 minutes later finds another person drying off the same ooze that was dripping from Izuku off their clothes. And yes, this is Toga. And shows Nezu this, and Nezu believes Bakugo, so they free Izuku. Izuku's not gonna go back to UA immediately. He's going to chill at his house for 3 weeks, just chilling there with his mom. And he's going to have basically like a bond set up. Like, he looks basically just like Bond now. He's as ripped as Bond. He has that lean rippedness. Like, he's skinny, but at the same time, he is built just like Bond and Meliodas. He's going to have, like, dead on what Bond is wearing is going to be his hero outfit. Unless y'all want me to turn him into a villain, tell me in the comments. But yeah. And if y'all want me to turn him into a villain, I will spend 4 hours looking for the most amazing villain costume I can find. And if y'all want me to turn him into a vigilante, tell me, and I will find a god-tiered vigilante costume. And if I can't, I'll just create one with a bunch of outfits I find. But I'm gonna make my boy fly to heaven in that outfit. Hell is gonna freeze over before I make Izuku look ugly. So yeah. Izuku's just chilling at home, and then I would say that its second year in UA Sports Festival is happening right now. So they're doing the UA Sports Festival, and out of nowhere, a portal opens up, and Tomura walks out saying, well, what do we have here? Oh, it looks like a bunch of trainees. I was sorry to crash the party, but it's time to die. And out comes Fuck. Out comes Muscular, stained, because I'm gonna say he's not dead. He just got really injured, but he escaped prison. And basically all the League of Villains come out. Dobby, Toga, Magician, all of them, yeah. And along with Overhaul. And Zuko's watching the sports festival, and he sees this, and he yells, "Mom, I'm gonna be heading out. There's stuff happening at UA, and I gotta go save everyone's asses." Inko saying, "Zuko, watch your language, and be safe, okay?" Zuko saying, "Sorry, Mom, and I will." And him going Escanor form and jumping off to the UA. Zuko will land and say, "So, you want to attack my class?" And they can't see who it is because there's dust cloud just covering the whole, like a sand dust cloud covering the whole place. And they just see a giant, pure black shadow. And then when the dust clears, they just see a white-haired, green-haired. He looks like Bond with green hair. Yeah. If you can picture that. A green-haired, ripped guy. He looks dead on. Right now, he looks like Escanor with green hair, but Bond's hairstyle. They see this massive guy standing there, and he's looking at dead on in Tomura's eyes. If you don't know who Tomura is, that's Shigaraki. Character saying, "Shigaraki, do you got this?" Shigaraki laughing, saying, "Of course. Yeah. All I gotta do is touch him, and he's dead." Izuku then saying, "That's if you can touch me." Then blitzing around, just slapping him around like a volleyball. And then Tomura manages to touch Izuku's side, making him start to decay, but Bond's regeneration is kicking in, making it where Izuku really can't decay. Then Muscular comes through and hits Izuku, making Izuku go flying. Izuku, not seeing who it was, quickly stands up and looks up, and in his mind, Ken says, "Wait, is that the reincarnation of... No way. That's the reincarnation of Jason." Izuku laughing a little bit, saying, "I'm pretty sure that's not the reincarnation of that one crazy torturer. Ken, you're crazy." Izuku just talking to himself right now, and Muscular says, "Kid, stop talking to yourself and fucking fight." Izuku looking up, saying, "Shut up." Then blitzing forward, uppercutting the hell out of that guy. Uppercutting Muscular, sending Muscular flying like All Might did to the Nomu. Izuku then looking down on everyone, and then Overall exploding his really muscular guy and rebuilding himself and saying, "Test me." Then blitzing forward at Izuku And him and Izuku just having a one-on-one right now, throwing punches, blocking. And then, out of nowhere, Stain sneaks up behind Izuku, stabbing Izuku and drinking a little bit of his blood. Izuku frees in there. And then, right before overall hits Izuku, Izuku puts a little grin and catches his fist, saying, "You really think his quirk affects me? Bitch, I got Bon on my side. That regeneration kicked out his quirk." And because, cheats with Bon. Then Izuku draining all of Overhaul's powers and using Hunt and just slapping him across the face, sending him flying, then popping out one of Ken Kaneki's tentacles, grabbing Stain by the throat and choking him to death with it. Then looking over at the rest of the heroes and Kirigiri quickly, or looking at the rest of the film, then Kirigiri quickly opens up a portal and says, "Run, run, run." Then All For One walks out saying, "No need, I'll take care of him. He hurt my successor, so he is gonna die." As you're looking up, saying, "Bah." And yeah, then he pops out. Then Izuku says, I'm not even going to use Escanor's powers. Izuku's shrinking back down to his Bon-sized self and saying, "Godspeed," and his hair spiking up like Kayla was. And Izuku, with lightning blasting all around him, says, "Die," blitzing straight forwards like lightning speed, uppercutting him, then side hitting his side, then his center, then his other side, then down kicking him straight to the ground before he could even do anything. Izuku then blitzes right behind him, twisting his head completely around, making his head do a 360, just snapping his neck, and All For One falls on the ground dead. Kirigiri yelling, "Master, no!" Going into his dust cuff form. Izuku, not having this shit right now, uses Hunt, draining him of his power and getting him back to his back into his form. Then using Ken Kaneki's powers, just sending every tentacle straight through every single spot in his body. Then one tentacle going straight through the little neck thing, killing him. And then Izuku says, "Who's next?" Dobby saying, "Fuck it." Making a bunch of flames, looking like frickin' an inferno from Fire Force. Says, "Die." Just creating a giant bomb out of fire, burning Izuku to basically a crisp, and then the regeneration kicks in. Izuku healing, saying, "I think you're ready to die." Izuku sending a little electric current through, hitting Dobby, knocking Dobby out. Twice making 4 clones of Dobby, and clones attack. A bunch of clones attacking Izuku at once. Izuku, going back to Escanor form, just spins in a circle, slicing every single one of their throats off using Killua's hand technique, while spinning, killing all the clones. Then Izuku blitzing to every single one of the League of Villains, every millisecond piercing one through the heart, killing each and every one of them. And yeah, that's where I'm going to end it off on a cliffhanger. So yeah, hope y'all like it. I'm just lazy and don't want to really do a big title and all that. So yeah, I'm gonna be writing scripts for my what ifs now on, but yeah, that will be interesting. Scripts are hard to write too. Anyways, yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed the what if. I know I didn't really include Kinokonic too much, or really not much, but yeah. I'm gonna be doing some more Naruto what ifs. I'm gonna be doing what if Naruto was in the Anbu, and yeah, it's gonna be interesting. And also, what if Naruto was a 12-tailed Jinchuriki, and he's gonna look like, if I have the image still, which I know I do if I could just find it. Yeah, he's gonna look like this. The 12 tails is sealed in his arm. That's why his arm's gonna look like that. And yeah, he's gonna be a Uchiha, but he's gonna be a disappointment to the Uchiha clan because he's not gonna unlock his Sharingan. No, he's gonna unlock a different dojutsu. It's gonna be called the Nyakugan. The Nyakugan is going to be a special dojutsu that allows him to see all chakra points. It's basically a Byakugan mixed with a Sharingan mixed with basically a strength enhancer. So yeah. And he's just gonna be overpowered. So yeah. And also, what if Naruto's like a 20-tailed Jinchuriki might come out? I don't know. But I'm gonna do what if Naruto was a wolf sage too. And that's gonna be his summoning. It's gonna have all nature chakras. And his dojutsu also allows him to turn into that. So yeah. Also, what if Naruto was the 0 tails? I'm gonna be doing all those. So yeah. This is Heartbroken What Ifs signing out.